Season 2 is here, everyone, and that means we will be going through all of our transfers today. We'll be looking through our pre-season, and we will be looking ahead to our first 2 games in the National League for the very first time in our history. Now, of course, back in the 1920s, South Shields were actually in the Sky Bet Championship in a former sort of guise of the club. But we know that really over the last few years, they have very much been out of the league system. So we have a chance this year to get back into the Football League. And that's really exciting. I think we've had a decent transfer window, probably not the best. We probably need a couple of more players. But without further ado, let's roll the intro and see how we get on. How's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2024 and another part of non-league to Champions League. Today we have the start of Season 2. Obviously following the successes of last season, we're now in the Vanarama National League with a chance to get promoted to the EFL for the first time. So looking forward to it. Please leave a like if you are enjoying the series so far. These hopping on points at the start of every season, massively important. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again today. Do leave a like. If we could hit 50 or 60 this video, that would be absolutely amazing. So thank you very much for your support. Leave your comments down below, all of that. All the engagement really does help us find people like yourself who are really enjoying the series. And I've had so many kind words about it. I've even had contact from journalists and stuff about this series, so it is really, really cool to see how much people are getting behind the Mariners, and hopefully we can take them all the way to Champions League glory. That is the plan anyway. So 2 matches today, one against Rochdale and then one at home to Woking. Yeah, are they going to be winnable? I have no idea. But first things first, we shall have a look at our transfer business from over the summer. So there was a couple of signings that we made at the end of the season. Some of them are sort of players that have been brought in for the under 18s team, if you like. Ethan Wheatley was the first signing I brought in, an 18-year-old English striker from Manchester United. 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. Definitely looks like he could be somebody that goes through the leagues with us. Then Ayani Edwards has been brought in for the under 18 side. He's got 3.5-star potential. He's come in from Aston Villa. Owen Wallace, similar sort of player. He is going to be in the first team. He's 25 years old. He's 2-star ability, 3-star potential. He's come in from Manchester. Yeah, apparently he's been playing in Sweden throughout his career, so it's an interesting signing. I have no idea what to expect, really. One that the assistant instigated. We also brought in Kelvin Mellor, from Accrington Stanley. Who were they? 33-year-old English player, has been around the EFL for absolutely donkey's years, so definitely somebody that can come in and give what's his name? Lefudu, that's his name. John Lefudu, a bit of a run for his money at right back. And then we brought in Jack Hodnett on a free transfer. He's come in from Shifnal, where he had an okay season last year. He is a centre midfielder, but does have 4.5-star potential. In terms of loans out, nothing really of interest there. Then Aaron Martin is the first player to leave, really. Obviously, we had a few players leave on a free transfer as well, so we'll have a look at those in a second. Tom Lavery came in. He is also from Sunderland, our parent club. He was on loan at Chorley last season, had an okay time of things. He is a good National League player and can improve a lot, so definitely looks good. We've got Jack Kingdon as well, 18-year-old Scottish defender. Lots of young players we've brought in, trying to sort of build up the next generation of South Shields superstars like Sir Robert Briggs, Blair Adams, those sort of players. Naya Kirby has also come in, 24 years old. He's a defensive midfielder slash central midfielder. Looks very, very good, actually. He's come in from Oxford City, who were playing in this division last year, and he had a decent season for them. Ethan Moore has come in as well, 19-year-old Englishman. He's come in on a free transfer from Sunderland, was on loan at Dover Athletic last season. It looks like a player that can improve. 3-star ability, 4-star potential. He is only 19, so I think we could see a big improvement from him this season, giving Motley Henry a little bit of competition. Mauro Villette is probably our biggest signing in terms of somebody who has, played at this level for absolutely donkey's years, has played up as far as League Two, but is very familiar with this division. Played very well for his and yet in last season, even though they're not in the league system. 3.5-star player. He is a good national leaguer. And he will be somebody that we are using quite a lot this year. A lot of experience for him, and I think that's important to bring in the youth players, but also have that idea of experience and players playing at this level. That is massive. Billy Terrell has come in as our backup goalkeeper, 2.5-star ability, 4.5-star potential. He played at Dover Athletic last season as well, in a team that got relegated, therefore didn't play that well, unsurprisingly. And the final signing, which was completed today actually, Cameron Hargreaves. He's come in, a bit of a utility player, can play anywhere you want, a classic non-league player really. Will more than likely be playing in defensive midfield, just because he's reminding me of Owen Hargreaves, and that's where he played. But played for Kings Lynn Town last year. Had a decent season, actually, for a central player in the National League North. So, again, I think can be somebody that adds a lot of depth to the squad. So I'm very happy with our transfer business so far. We still have a little bit of wage budget and a little bit of transfer budget to go and do some spensies. I would say maybe one more player is what we need. So we need to keep an eye out for a fantastic player. Jake Leake is one I'm looking at in terms of he's 21 years old. He looks pretty good. And as much as I'd like Blair Adams to be our hero this season, he's now only 1.5 stars. So I don't think he's going to be the one. I've also made an inquiry for Harry Green, seen him in another YouTube series, and from MAR. Matt, if you're watching, there's your shout out. Go and check out his Darlington save at the moment. Very, very talented YouTuber is Matt. So go and check him out from Middlesbrough. That's the only thing wrong with him, really. So Scarborough, he's playing for them at the moment. Had a good season last year, so I thought, let's give him a little scout and a little inquiry. Who knows what will come of that. But in terms of pre-season, we've had a decent one. Drew 1-1 against Warrington Rylands in our very first match. Ethan Wheatley scoring in that one, but beat Stockton 5-0. Bolden Colliery 5-0. Crewe Alexander Football League team 3-1 at home, and then we went away to Tranent and beat them 5-0. So we're scoring goals. It looks like lots of our new players are getting in on the act as well, which is fantastic, but a lot of the old guard are doing the job. I mean, Sir Robert Briggs scoring against Crewe. It's all happening. It really is all happening. And in terms of the media preview, they're expecting us to finish 19th this year, which I think is massive. A team like us getting into the National League, normally you would expect that we're going to finish 24th according to the media. So it's nice that we've actually surpassed that little mark. And our original prediction was 20th. So we have improved over the summer, according to the media, and hopefully we'll be able to go into this season with a bit of confidence, win a couple of games near the start, and take our momentum from last season. Some players that got away from us were Shane Long. I tried to sign him. He's gone to Dagenham and Redbridge. He would have been an awesome signing if we could have pulled that off. Not Rowan Ince, sorry. Just some of the other ones looking in here. Will Jaskalainen, what a signing that must have been for Woking. He is a good goalkeeper, and I'm surprised he's still playing at this level. We did try and sign Dan Gosling at some point as well, and obviously former Newcastle and Bournemouth, Watford player, but he is at Solihull now, so there's nothing we can really do about that, but hopefully we can have a good start to the season. That's what we're looking for today. So let's have a little look at the team selection. We're going to go with the same tactic that served us so well last year. Try and continue with that. I think we have got a good squad, but obviously some of the players are declining in their ability to cope with this level. But we're going to give them a chance because they were so amazing last season. So Miles Boney will start in goal. We've then got Lafudu, Kingdon, Broadbent and Blair Adams in a very familiar looking defence. Jack Kingdon, the only addition to that one. Emir Hughes and Naya Kirby will start holding the midfield with Sir Robert Briggs in the middle of the park, and then Motley Henry and Vallette will start wide of Ethan Wheatley up top. On the bench we've got Billy Terrell, our backup goalkeeper. We've got Cameron Hargreaves, Jed Abbey, Ethan Moore and Paul Blackett. Some of the reserve players you can see down there, Dylan Morse still knocking about. Gary Liddell is still there just as a bit of backup, really. Jordan Clark, Kelvin Mellor, unfortunately doesn't make the cut today. Fraser Shaw is still down there as well. Mackenzie Heaney, Luke James, Max Thompson, they're all down there. So we have got players that we can call upon, and I don't think we had that so much last season. Yeah, it is going to be tough. We haven't delved into the loan market yet, and that's somewhere that we can really improve our squad with, and I think that's the next step, really. So let's get into it. Where are Rochdale expected to finish this season? 15th. So, a fairly similar team. They have improved up to 9th, and then who was the other one? Was it Woking? Oh dear. It could be 0 points today. Nil point. However, if we can get anything out of it, then that's massive for us, isn't it? So Billy is going to be the number 99 in goal. I don't know why. I just fancy it. Right. Couldn't have number 40, couldn't have the rest of them. We've just automatically assigned squad numbers this year because, in all honesty, I really don't care about that sort of thing. So yeah, anyway, we'll say nobody is expecting anything from us. Let's see how we get on. It is our first game in the National League. They're playing a fairly similar lineup, just obviously swapped the defensive midfielder and centre midfielder around. Ours is a bit of a Christmas tree at the bottom with our 3 attacking players going forward. Gateshead won their first game of the season against York. I mean, what a big match that was at the start of it. There's going to be some fun derbies this year. Really looking forward to it. So here we go. It is South Shields' first game in the Vanarama National League. Let's see what we can do. Come on, boys. Do me proud. Do me proud. We've had a wonderful pre-season. We had an excellent end to the last season. A very dramatic conclusion, of course, but we have been promoted, and now hopefully we can take that momentum on. And here's Walker with a chance, and it's 1-0 already to Rochdale. Could be a bit of a baptism of fire. We're only expected to attempt to avoid relegation, so if the worst does happen, we shouldn't get the sack, as long as it's not absolutely diabolical. But that was not fantastic defending, and Miles Boney, don't know what he's doing. It looked like he'd put his back out or something there. But never mind. It's all going to be a learning curve, and hopefully we can get back into it. Of course, we beat teams at this level last year in the Cups, so Definitely feel like we can compete at this level. And here's Gilmore, hopefully not Billy Gilmore. That would be a bit of a cheat code at this level. And that's a shot over the bar. Rochdale have a fairly big stadium for this level. Obviously, traditionally, very much an EFL team. So, interesting that they have been kind of stuck down here. Did they get relegated last season? I'm not sure. I'm not as clued up on my League 2 knowledge these days as maybe I have been in the past. But 38 minutes gone. We're heading up towards half time, and we haven't disgraced ourselves. We haven't created anything, which is a bit of a shame considering we do have some exciting attacking players. But let's see if we can get back into it here. Lafudu playing his first match for quite a while. Obviously had an injury towards the end of last. Oh, it's a penalty. Jeff, where did that come from? That feels a little bit harsh. But Sinclair steps up, and what a save from Miles Boney. That's what we like to see. And that keeps us in the match. You feel if we go 2-0 behind, then it's going to be very difficult for us to... I was going to say to get back into the match, and there it goes, straight from the resulting set piece. They've done it, and it is now 2-0. I do not want to watch that again. I'm coming up 3 minutes of added time, and it is half time, and it is 2-0 to Rochdale. They have been fairly terrible so far, and this is a team that's meant to finish mid-table apparently. Ethan Wheatley not having a good game. I mean, quite a few people, Lafudu especially, not having a good game. Do we maybe go for Cameron Hargreaves at right back? He can play wing back right, so I don't believe that he's such a terrible option there. Kingdon as well, our young centre-back that we've put a lot of faith in. Here's Kirby, finds Villette. Oh, that's a poor pass, and I would expect better from him. He's meant to be our Portuguese star player. But here's Hughes. Emir Hughes gets it into Ethan Wheatley. What a chance! Oh, what a chance that was. And if, we get back into the game here, it gives us a little bit of momentum. Here's Hughes with the corner, whips it in. That was a beautiful cross, and it is going to be another corner. If he can get another one of them in, that would be rather nice. It's going to be a short one this time, though. Hughes. Look at the amount of orange shirts in there. Yeah, back to Hughes, whips it in. It is going to be a header from Kingdon, is it? No, Broadbent with the header, but it's a weak one. Oh, what a shame. What a shame, but we looked a hell of a lot better there. And I'm going to blame that all on Cameron Hargreaves coming into the team. Right. 60 minutes gone. And I think maybe time to make a change. So Villette is going to come off. We're going to put Jed Abbey on, who, of course, had a fabulous season last year. And we're going to give Paul Blackett a chance up top, who scored plenty of goals last season. I think it was 19 in the end. So let's give him a chance to lead the line up here in the Vanarama National League. We are going to go attacking now and see what we can pull off. As South Shields now go into 23rd position. And hopefully this will be the absolute low point of the season. We've got a late corner here. Hughes into the middle. Motley Henry's there. And there's Kingdon. Is that going to be a penalty? How was that not a penalty? Kirby, it looked like he was absolutely shoved off the ball. Here's Kirby still going. What can he do? Gets it back towards Hargreaves. Motley Henry, that should have been in. It was blocked though. Oh, we've had some great chances in this second half. This is giving me a little bit of hope that we were just nervous in that first half and weren't quite at the races. Here's Blackett. It's a poor pass. And this is what I said to you towards the end of last season. If we're going up, we need to not make those mistakes. And we have made a lot of those mistakes today, unfortunately, just misplaced passes. And it's just one of those things, teething problems. Obviously, players getting used to playing at that higher level, but we need to get used to that very quickly. And, when you've got 1.7 expected goals and no goals to show for it, that shows that you need to start taking your chances. So it's a bit of a baptism of fire. Certainly attacking-wise, we weren't great, but oh god, they looked. I thought that would help them out, saying, you know what, you played okay, didn't disgrace yourself, but apparently not. So everybody's unhappy. I mean, in all of this, I still don't have the support of the back crew of the players, despite everything we've done in the season that we've been there. They are still unconvinced by us. So, yeah, I mean, one of the big things is I cannot get coaching badges. Every time I ask for coaching badges, the board just say, oh no, we're afraid you're going to leave. Why can't I say I'm doing a YouTube series where I am staying with you until you win the Champions League? I am not going to leave you for Barrow. Anyway, we are back with the match against Woking. No real changes. We've brought in Jake Leake, who has just signed for us on a free transfer. We've brought him at left back, and Cameron Hargreaves comes in and makes a start today. We're going to try the Segundo Volante. It's not really a role that I use that often, so I'm excited to see how it works. I've seen a few teams using it last season at this level, so it's not one of the ones that you absolutely cannot use in non-league, and he wants to play there, so I thought, let's give him a go. He played well in the last match. I've just personalised the role for him, so it's not going to change the tactic drastically. Obviously, we'll look for a way to implement that if indeed it works. So, yes, that's what we're going for today. So let's get ourselves into this match. Jake Leake will be the number 36, and he may well end up being our final signing, at least of the summer transfer window. I think there are a few players that we'd like to move on if we possibly can between now and the end of the season. But we're taking on a Woking team who won their first match convincingly. They're top of the league. Of course, we've picked or we've touched Will Jaskalainen today. Not physically, just with the computer mouse, you know. Nothing weird, but yes, Will Jaskalainen will probably have the game of his life today. He will turn into his father, Jussi, and we will not be able to get past him. But I'm hoping we've brought National League football to the First Cloud Arena. I'm really hoping that everybody will get behind us. The whole town will be there and supporting the team going forward. So come on, South Shields, let's get ourselves 3 points today against a very, very strong Woking side. And if we can do that, then, well, you know, the sky's the limit, because Woking look like one of the absolute best teams in the division. Gregor Cox into the middle, and it's 1-0. So after that big speech, I think it was Jake Leake that gave away the ball initially as well, so really not fantastic. I think it wasn't it? Was it Leake? Is that Leake there? Yeah, it was him that gave it away. So what a start for him on his debut, and what a start for us in this division. We've really got to get on top of this quickly, otherwise we could find ourselves relegated by Christmas. Here's Lafudu. Oh, that's a nasty tackle. That's got to be a red card, surely. Surely got to be a red card. Yep, it's red. Tackle from behind, and that might give us a little chance today, because they're down to 10 men now. So Vilheta did intercept the ball, but couldn't get it directed towards Wheatley. Here's Motley Henry, finds Hargreaves now. Hargreaves forward to Motley Henry. Motley Henry into Hargreaves. Hargreaves on the ball, whips it in, and Wheatley has scored. It was a bit of a messy goal, but that is our first goal at National League level, and I love the bombing run from Cameron Hargreaves. Watch this as he dunked it out wide to Motley Henry. Then he drove forward. Motley Henry found him again, and then it was Hargreaves with a lovely little dink, and, well, Wheatley with a weak header, but it has gone in, and it's now 1-1, and every chance to go and grab all 3 points today from that. And hopefully now that Wheatley Henry, not Wheatley Henry, not Motley Henry, Wheatley can go and get himself some goals this season. Now he's off the mark. Leak into the middle. Motley Henry with the header. And that almost was us taking the lead there. And we're starting to look better. And we did that against Rochdale as well. We grew into the game. And obviously we're playing against 10 men here. So we can't necessarily say this is how it's going to go all season. But a lovely set piece there from Robert Briggs. Header over the bar from Broadbent. Last season he was scoring them for fun. But it's half time, and we have played pretty well. So let's congratulate them. Let's try and keep them confident. That's what I've really found key this year, is keeping your players confident and playing well, because that's the way the match engine is working. And if you've got good team cohesion and good team dynamics, then they're going to find those passes and have those driving runs forward like Cameron Hargreaves did before. Anyway, here's Robinson. What's he going to do with it? He's going to whip it in. It is a beautiful cross, but it's headed away. And there's the shot. Oh, what a save from Boney. To hold on to that, that's impressive from him. And obviously he'll be feeling the pressure going forward this season, knowing that Billy Terrell is a young goalkeeper. He's not going to complain like Korosevich or whatever his name was. Here's Robert Briggs with a chance to shoot, but it's Wheatley that he finds in the middle. Back towards Leak. Now here's Kirby, finds Lafudu again. Lafudu bombs forward himself, and what a save that is. Oh, this is close, and if we don't get 3 points here, that will actually weirdly be a disappointment, because we have played really well. Leak into the middle. And it's a looping header, and here's Villette with a great chance to loop one round, and he just snatched at it, unfortunately. And out of everybody, he's probably been the one I've been most disappointed with so far, and he was meant to be our big summer signing. Right, Robert Briggs is going to come off. Is he? Maybe not. Yes, we can do that. We can move Motley Henry out to the left and put Ethan Moore on, and we'll put Jed Abbey through the middle, which is not a role that he played desperately much last season, but he did from time to time. Mainly because Robert Briggs was so outstanding every match that he never came off. He probably played 90 minutes almost every match last year, did Briggsy. Here's Brown. Ooh, side netting. Interesting. Right. Anyway, they're coming on now, and we've got Moore, who is one of our new signings, so he's got a chance to make an impact today. Here's Wheatley. Wheatley now, still going. Wheatley finds Lafudu. Lafudu with another chance, and it's a header from Motley Henry, but it doesn't go in. Now then, I'm going to go attacking. Going to try and take this match. And Lafudu's having an okay match, but nothing outstanding. So we're going to put Kelvin Moore on for him and see if he can perform. He's got 20 minutes to try and do something. Here's Kirby with a free kick. Oh, what a free kick that is from Naya Kirby. That was incredible. Wow, that's how you get yourself a knighthood. Oh, that was a long way out. And he dipped it over the wall right into the top left corner. And there you go. We take the lead, and we could be getting our first 3 points in the National League. What a free kick that was. And look at the XG. I mean, the last match we were unlucky not to get something out of it. Maybe I've been a bit harsh on us. It's been a roller coaster of emotions today. Here's Kirby, gets it to Motley Henry. That's now to Jed Abbey. Here's Kirby again. Kirby cuts inside. Is he going to score his second? Motley Henry gets it. He laid it off for Motley Henry. And that's his first goal of the season. And now that is 3 points in the bag. It would suggest 3-1 South Shields. And okay, yes, it's against 10 men, but we are playing with some absolute freedom. And Kirby, I don't really know what he was doing. Yeah, he did pass it to Motley Henry in the end. I thought Motley Henry just stole it from him, but hey, I'm not bothered. You can steal it all you want if you're going to score. Here's Mellor. Mella gets it forward. Wheatley with a flick on there, and that could have been a nice move, but Moore wasn't quite up to it. Here's Roberts. Gets it back to Roberts again, and now here's Bapaga. Oh, what an interception from Kingdon, who's struggled in his first couple of games, but that was a key interception. Roberts. Now here's Brown. Brown with the shots. Good save from Boney. And we're still at the stage of the match where if they score, it's going to be a very nervous final couple of minutes. It's Robinson. He whips it in, but it's headed over the bar. Okay, right. 5 minutes of added time to come. And there it is. 3-1. First 3 points on the board. Goals for Wheatley, Kirby and Motley Henry. Very important goals, you would suggest, in our season to get us off and running. And against one of the best teams in the division, okay, they were down to 10 men for most of it. So we can't necessarily, rest too much on that performance. But I thought it was pretty good. I thought we played well. So, what's happened here? Where's the months gone? Oh, there they are. That was a weird glitch. Let's have a look at when we're going to come back. I think I might try and get us off to a bit of a flying start in terms of how many matches we've played. So I'll play through the rest of August, and we will be back for Halifax and Hartlepool in the next episode. Our first derby game of the season, you would say. Obviously, Hartlepool, York is a fairly local one. Gateshead, and we've got Spennymoor again. So yeah, that's really cool that we've got a fair few derbies to have a look at, but got to play Hartlepool in the next episode. So that's where we will be picking up against Halifax and Hartlepool Town. So if you have enjoyed that, give it a massive thumbs up. Remember, if we can hit 50, 60 likes for this first part of season 2, that would be absolutely incredible. Subscribe for daily Football Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.